Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and I am bringing you some more of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. In the last video, we made our way over to Zerkazy's penthouse, and in this video, we will be finding out who Dvorak is. And so, out here, we are out on the roof. There's quite a bit of light, but we can climb up this pole and zipline down to a little area. Now, you'll notice there's two windows over there. There are two guards that will eventually start staring outside. And there's also this guard that's walking around, but if you turn the lights out, like, nobody will actually turn them back on, so you don't need to worry about it. And if you noticed over there, our good friend the wall mine has finally made its return in Chaos Theory. So this part of the level is full of wall mines, but we actually won't be seeing any of them the way we're going. Well, I mean, I guess if you got the door code, you won't have to deal with it. Or, well, even then, you can just hack the door, so it doesn't even matter. But there is an alternate route that way. Through here, if you go to the right, there's more. There's like a whole big area you can go to. But there's also a lot of wall mines as well. But here, there's a guard right behind the door. And really, the only way past him would be to bash it open. But since I can't do that, I'm just going to make a noise and get him to open the door himself. And so, just like you, enemies are able to bash the door in, and if you're on the other side, it will kill you. And you'll have to start over. So you do want to be careful when, like, enemies are inspecting, like, through a door or something. And so the guy normally doesn't move, but when you do that, like, it'll start making him kind of look around everywhere. And he'll eventually walk off to the right, and then we can make our move. And as soon as he does that, yeah, just come all the way over this way. And then we come to a door, and this is what the key code was for. So it's 0280. And through here, this is actually the NPC that I thought would, like, see you, like, count against your mission rating. But yeah, it turns out that's not true at all. But let's talk to the old man.
You must be Dvorak.
Well, Dvorak, huh? I had thought this area was, well, off limits.
You're not Dvorak.
Well, since we're being blunt, well, no.
Then who are you?
Such a rush you're in. Fancy some tea, do you?
Lambert, something weird is happening.
I'll say.
What do I do?
The old man seems harmless. Indulge him. See if he knows anything.
Reminds me of poor old Jiggers. Oh, Jiggers. We hardly know ye.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, well, one might ask you the same.
I'm looking for a man named Dvorak.
Ah, Dvorak, yes! Well, you're not going to find one. This way! Yes, here we are then. This is Dvorak.
Jesus. I think I just figured out why you couldn't hack in here, Grim.
Yeah, no kidding.
What the hell do I do now?
Hold on while I find a slide rule.
See what the old man knows, Fisher.
Okay. If this is Dvorak, who are you?
I am Dvorak's keeper. Thank you most kindly for asking.
And what is this Dvorak?
Dvorak is, well, you likely wouldn't understand.
I'm sure you're right. But let's have it for the record anyway.
Dvorak is a mechanical representation of a self-referential axiom of number theory. Dvorak encodes its own logical structure within its own executable cycle, and recursively derives a more accurate representation of itself with each successive execution.
Right. Grim, did you get that?
My god, it's an infinite state machine.
Fine. What do I do?
If Zerkazy is using this,
Grim,
Sorry, Sam, we're gonna need a copy of Dvorak's output so we can work out the algorithm it's built on.
how do I get its output?
It runs on punch cards.
Punch cards.
You'll need to restart the sequence and initialize each tower in the right order, and then retrieve the output stack.
How do I know the right sequence?
You'll need to hit the switches in order as the tubes start to heat up. Ask the old man for help.
It's kind of funny when you talk to him, like you're stuck in place, and then he just walks off, and you just kind of like look at him, and yeah, it's just always funny when I play this level and that happens. But let's talk to him again.
I need your help.
Indeed. What can I help you with, my good fellow?
I need you to help me initialize Dvorak so I can retrieve an output stack.
Ah, Dvorak. Well, that is certainly something I can help with. Why don't you start it? I'll initialize the towers on this side, and you can do the other side.
So this is a little mini game we have to do. You start the main server, and then once these tubes light up, you press the button, and that's pretty much it. So you'll see this one has lit up, so now we switch it. So we only have to do the ones that's on this side, and he'll get the ones that light up over there. I used to always have trouble when I first played this game because I thought I needed to use my thermal vision, and so I was always looking through my thermal vision, and I was never able to complete this part. Like I would eventually complete it, but I never knew how I did it. I think I just eventually like got lucky or something, but yeah, I never thought to just look at it in your normal vision.
There you go. Your output stack should be ready.
All right, I got the stack.
Good work, Fisher. Time to make yourself scarce. Get to your primary extraction point.
On my way.
Oh, if you see Jiggers, tell him I miss him.
So let's take a look at our objectives really quick, and we have everything completed. So all we need to do is extract, and the extraction is in a room we were just at. It's in that like one like living area. It had the 2 cameras in there with the Splinter cell on the TV. This guy still just walks around, so once he starts moving, we can go past him. But there's like a little elevator there, and then that's the one we go through. It's actually... I should maybe wait a little bit. It's actually the same elevator that the guy was working on earlier, where he was like, oh, it'll be done when it's done. But yeah, we just have to make our way back to there. And so this level is actually like really big, and there's a lot of like different pathways to go, and it's kind of complicated, and might give you some trouble the first time you're through because of like how many ways you can go about it. But yeah, there's also quite a bit of backtracking. I tried to find a way, or tried to think of a way that maybe I could get through here by making a nice little circle. And not having to kind of backtrack, but it's kind of unavoidable with the way the level was set up. You kind of have to go from one place to the next and go back and forth between them. It's... I don't know. I was going to say it's a little unfortunate, but I don't know. I don't think it really matters all too much. It actually hasn't caused much trouble. Luckily, there aren't any parts here that are, like, really difficult to get through, so there's, you know, that's nice. But yeah, you'll remember here, the elevator is actually right inside this part. And I think I can just go through. When I was, my first time recording, when I actually like got up, this guy appeared right as I got out, and I was in a little bit of light, and he saw me. Or like, you know, he noticed something, so I kind of had to improvise and shut off a bunch of lights, and it was... kind of disappointed I didn't get to keep that run because it was kind of fun, like trying to think on my feet at the time, but yeah. Oh well. And so this is just the same thing as last time, just kind of wait for these 2 guys to be looking away from you. And hopefully he hurries up. Turn around. There we go. Might cut it a little close. Oh no, he actually stays there for quite a while. Whoops. Dude. Sam, you can't be doing that, man. You can't be making noise like that. If I want you to jump over something, you don't jump into the air. Oh, man. But yeah, a little more waiting. So if you remember that the camera that was in like the little doorway to the right, that's actually where the elevator is that we need to go through. And hopefully I can make it past before this guy comes back around. Shoot. I didn't make it, but... Damn it! No! Okay, so I'm back here again, and I'm just gonna screw this whole thing. I'm turning the lights out. I don't even care now. He didn't even notice. But let's see, wherever that guy is, I get... You know, I'll just shoot the light out, I don't care. Pretty sure I should be able to make it past this guy without him even noticing. Oop! What did he see? Nope, I think it was just the light. Yeah, it was just the light he's paying attention to. But yeah, so that's the elevator we need to go to make our way to our extraction. But unfortunately, those guys that we went past earlier are still down there, so you kind of have to hit the extract button kind of quick before they notice you. Which you'll see in a minute here. Yeah, like, wow, that was odd. But yeah, those guys can see you when you're there, so you kind of want to hit extract kind of quickly so that they don't, you know, get a little too suspicious. But there we go. Everything completed. And 100%, the one enemy we knocked out to complete the quest. And so, yeah, that's this level. So I'll see you guys at the bonus stuff after this. So, here we are with some National Guard soldiers. Lambert told you you're not allowed to kill anyone, but you won't, like, he won't cancel the mission if you do kill them, but he will get pretty angry at you.
Sweet Jesus, Fisher. What did you do?
It was an accident.
We don't have room for accidents. Watch your fire. Damn it, Fisher, that's the second civilian you killed.
Lambert,
Save the whining for your evaluation. Complete your primary objectives and forget the rest. You're a hazard.
Roger.
And so you might have noticed it on a loading screen, but if you kill any civilians, it will result in an instant 0% mission rating. And so, like, you get one room for an error, but if you do more than one, that's when things get bad and you won't be able to do any of your other objectives except your primary ones. And here we're on the roof where the helicopter landed, and right here there's a switch, but the only light it turns off is the light that's right there. So, like, I don't really understand the point of it. Like, when I first turned that switch off, I actually had to spend a few minutes kind of looking around trying to figure out, like, what the switch actually did. But, yeah, it just turns off that single light that's right over there. Another thing I forgot to mention is that after you go from this roof over to the other building, you can start killing people if you want to, because they're not National Guard soldiers anymore, they're mercenaries, so you can kill them if you want to. And if you remember, this is the area where we cut the fabric and went through the vent, and this guy was working on a elevator here. You can actually enter the crawl space, and this is actually where we extracted as well. But there's a little alternate route here you can take if you want to. You can just come into here, and if I can just get myself situated, I can climb up. Come on, buddy, let's get up there. It's a little tricky here. Come on. There we go, there we go. But this just takes you right out inside the I guess the penthouse. And so this is where the camera is and where the TV is and all that.
I can see it in my night vision.
Intruder spotted on the cameras!
It would help us keep
In the
tabs
corridor
on
by the
Gervais
elevator!
if we use the cameras against him.
Gotcha. I'll try and run some.
And wow, the camera actually said, like, where you were. I'm kind of surprised by that. I never actually noticed that before, but I guess whenever you get caught, the cameras will actually, like, say exactly where you are. That's interesting. And as I said earlier, this computer has the objective for the missing transaction records, which was the secondary objective in the last level.
These records show Zerkezi has a long history of transactions with the MCAS Bank in Panama.
Is he the one who shipped the arms to Lacerda's goons?
It doesn't matter much now. We'll need to bring him in for a chat either way.
All right.
And for the objective to find out who the mercenaries work for, if you manage to miss it by not interrogating somebody or not overhearing a conversation, this is your third way of being able to find out.
This place, that's Doug Shetland's company.
I know.
Fisher, if Shetland turns out to be crooked...
If Shetland is crooked, I'll take him down myself. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
Could be. See if you can find out who's in charge of this protection detail. Maybe someone inside this place is playing both sides.
You got it.
Oh, and just so you know where I am, this is outside where the guards patrolling and we turn the lights off. This is one of the windows where you can jump up on the roof and get in here. And you can actually complete this part without actually talking to the old man. And you'll get another conversation if you do that. So it will go the exact same pattern as normal, but after you switch a couple of the objects, Lambert and Grimm will start asking what you're doing.
Fisher, what are you doing?
I've seen these things before. This is a finite state machine.
It is?
Yeah. Looks like Dvorak is just the encoded innards of a 50-year-old scrap heap.
No wonder I couldn't hack into it.
It doesn't even speak the same language. I'm going to try and reinitialize the machine and retrieve an output stack for analysis.
Gotcha.
All right, I got the stack.
Fisher, judging by what we just saw, I think that's an infinite state machine, not a finite state machine.
What's the difference?
This one is self-referential. Each output stack is a logical instruction set that tells the machine to recurse itself and derive a more accurate set of instructions for the next execution cycle.
Fascinating. Can I go now?
Good work, Fisher. Complete the rest of your objectives and proceed to extraction.
On my way.
And one thing I accidentally stumbled upon is if you fire a gun next to this guy.
In all honesty, sir, you've been terribly rude, and I'd prefer not to talk to you.
Looks like we can still talk to him, though.
Oh, how terribly rude. Go about your business, then.
But if you shoot him... What?
Fisher, you just killed an innocent man.
Sorry. I thought he was the enemy.
From now on, check your targets.
Yes, sir.
And what's funny is that this guy's supposed to be a innocent civilian. So, you know, like if you killed him, that would lower your mission rating. But actually, like, killing him doesn't lower it at all. Like, if he's the only person you killed, you could still finish the level with 100%, which is kind of odd, but yeah. And so that wraps up everything for now. In the next video, we will be at Displace.